Buckets, guarded by KD, and that one's good. Williamson.
And when he gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, bet on Zion converting relentless down low.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. To the paint. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Here's Buckets. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. We play just over a minute here in the first. Harris's shot is good.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Buckets passes to Ingram. It's hauled in by Harris.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Irving. He gets that one.
The offense, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg cannot agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and stuff.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
6 to shoot. Here's Buckets. And the Pelicans get it back. Back to Williamson. Stolen by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harris has got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids. And certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Irving. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. To the inside. Great defense that time from Buckets. Pelicans trail by 7. Inside, Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, that's inexcusable defense. Once Williamson buries himself inside, you know he's looking for the throwdown.
Now, here is Harden. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. And on the way from Irving for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Harden. KD's got his second bucket. Buckets, guarded by KD, and stolen by Aldridge. And it's Buckets with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. And a change for the Pelicans. Lopez is checked in.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to...
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot, and Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master, so I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
They've got Griffin. Hill's out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Buckets in that last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 17 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. And he really dominated the game. He looked like he could do whatever he wanted. We'll see if he can repeat that kind of performance. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball after the made shot from KD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from buckets. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Count that one. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Passes to Lewis. Here's buckets. Mills with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 7. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
No good from buckets. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. To the middle. Mills. Aldridge trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for New Orleans. And both free throws good for Mills.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Physical play from Zion, going right through the contact and getting the bucket.
When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
Here's Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Mills.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Good work there as it goes. And that's 15 points for buckets.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Here is Durant. After the made shot from buckets, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the roll.
Here's buckets, and stolen by Aldridge. Mills looking it over. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Ingram after the basket by Brooklyn. Mills with the steal. And they're running. Here's KD, and it's in there. And now it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Down low, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Timeout called the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Patty Mills. Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective.
His first foul. Team second.
The Pelicans have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Number 93. At the line with 2 shots.
That free throw good from Buckets.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Both free throws good from Buckets. 56 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Buckets passes to Murphy. Buckets. He's covered by Irving. Hayes trying to break through.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
Ladies basketball.
Devontae Graham's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here is Harden. He has 5. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Buckets. Jacks up a 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Pass to Millsap. It's tipped. Here's Buckets. And no good on the last second attempt this time. That'll do it for the first half. Nets lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Alexander Walker and Ingram share wing duty. And it's Buckets in at the 1 spot. Drills it from outside.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Buckets passes to Valanciunas. Here's Buckets. Shot clock at 5. Connects from three-point range. Buckets got 22 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 18.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant can end his career in Brooklyn.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Harris against Ingram. Over to the left wing. Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Outside Durant. And stolen by Williamson. For the lead. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Brooklyn will get a change. Claxton's checked in.
Nicholas Claxton.
KD on the wing. Hernan Gomez covering. The shot's good from Claxton.
Well, you've got great confidence as a coaching staff when the ball's in Durant's hands. And you can see why. He knows how to make good decisions out there, just like that.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. KD's shot is good. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Buckets passes to Ingram. Here's Buckets. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
3.
And that's now 33 points for Buckets.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to KD. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Irving. And then for New Orleans, Lopez comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. New Orleans has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And Williamson throws it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Passes it to Harden. Over Graham. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Brooklyn. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the shot goes down.
3.
Buckets got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Harden dishes to Mills. To end the run. Rebound by Buckets. Buckets got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Going inside. Banked in off the glass.
3.
And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Harden the pass to Millsap. The 3 from Mills. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mills has got 9 points.
And there's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
Drives to the hoop. Feeds it to Hayes. Now the pass to Buckets. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get open is Lopez. And again, the basket is good from Buckets. Buckets got 39. Harden against Graham. Harden left side. Millsap pass to Mills. Count that one. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Buckets passes to Hayes. Unloads from 13. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Millsap has the open look. Off target from outside.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And it's Ingram missing. Harden the pass to Griffin. Fires from the wing. No good there. And so it's New Orleans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Nets trail by 7. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. Griffin is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here is Harris. On the wing, Irving. From deep. And they get it back. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Buckets guarded by Harden. Here's Graham. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Griffin with some nice D. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Harden. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. It's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or shorter.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
It's the Nets now, following the score by New Orleans. Goes up to the stripe, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from James Harden.
You cannot give Harden room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's an offensive juggernaut. It's really that simple.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that.
Millsap's checked in for Harris. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Buckets comes in for Devontae Graham. Nets trail by 6. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Buckets.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Outside. Irving against Valanciunas. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. KD's shot is good.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
He takes it in. Buckets passes to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Buckets passes to Ingram.
Fourth quarter.
Pass to Williamson. Over Irving. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nets trail by 4. In the corner, it's Harris. Stripped away. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Williamson's got 12 points in just the second half. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
For Brooklyn, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Williamson, the pass to Buckets. Pass to Valanciunas. Buckets. Goodbye, KD. To the left side wing. Buckets passes to Williamson. Over Irving. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Aldridge kicks to Irving. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.